Hello? My apologies. I pulled the cord out. So, as I was saying, this stream is only to take on Venus today. I need to take on Venus so that I know who I have available for Ian number 2. The battles just keep getting harder, and I believe I have a solid strategy for today. So as you can see, we have our Moltres, Articuno, that's who we're leading with, and we've got Weezing, Credilli, Ariados, and Bayonet. So, if all goes according to plan, I have flowcharted this battle, and we can beat Venus with 3 Pokemon in 6 turns, if it goes flawlessly. Now, as you know, it probably won't. So I have made a secondary solution, a second flowchart, and I also am bringing Ariados. One, because it's still decent against Meganium and Azumarill, and because we probably won't be using it, so it's kind of like fodder if we need it to be, right? I'm bringing Bayonet as a backup option to do big damage onto Misdreavus if we need it, and it should outspeed everything after we get rid of Absol. So yeah. So, I honestly think we're ready. I have a pretty good idea of how I'm going to handle it. I'm just going to make sure I have all the moves I need. I believe I do. I think I'm ready. A little nervous, I'm not going to lie. But I do have a good plan right here. I think it's a good plan, especially if it goes like I hope it does. I'll explain more whenever we actually get into the battle. But I'm going to refer to my flowchart too if it goes awry. Let's see how it goes. You notice I'm not bringing Zapdos to this. One, because it's getting kind of close to the level cap, and I would hate to use it and then it hit 54, and then I can't use it for Ian. Not saying that I'll need it for Ian, but I think it's decent, so we'll have to see. I was theorying some Ian's flowcharting as well today, and I think I have a decent plan for him, but as you know, I can't guarantee what Mons I'll have available until I actually face him. So, or I beat Venus. So those pre-boss battle jitters are kicking in, but I think we got this. I just hope the RNG gods are with us today, because we're gonna need it. I'm gonna pull up the dock as well. So just looking over this real quick, Azumarill has Waterfall Plate, Rough, Aqua Jet, Power Punch. Meganium has Giga Drain, Dranicus, Grass Whistle, and Leech Seed. So it's a little scary. The Absol is Charcoal, Flamethrower, Night Slash, Play Rough, Superpower. Ampharos has Protect, Thunderbolt, Fire Punch, Giga Impact. Misdreavus, Draining Kiss, Mystical Fire, Pain Split, and Shadow Ball. And then the Steelix is Earthquake, Iron Head, Head Smash, Dragon Dance. So, what we're hoping for, I've done a little research, and I believe she typically leads off with Misdreavus plus Steelix. That is the lead that I have prepped for, and that is the lead I hope she goes for. Because if she does not lead that, that will throw off my entire strategy. And we'll have to make it up on the fly, which is concerning. But let's get it. Alright, Venus. Do your worst. Actually, don't do your worst. Do your nicest. Okay. It's Misdreavus Steelix. That's what we wanted to see. Very nice. Okay. So it's going well so far. Now referring to my flowchart, And the damage calculator. Flamethrower into Steelix will always one-shot it. Will always one-shot. So, in this case, Misdreavus should go Mystical Fire into Articuno. That's going to do, I think, about 35% or so. Mystical Fire typically drops your special attack stat, but Articuno has Clear Body, so it should be immune to that. If for some reason the game messes up and it's not immune to that, that's not good. Yo, In, what's up? Welcome to the stream. I'm glad you stopped by for the battle. I've got a plan. I think we got it. Okay, so we always Flamethrower Steelix for the one-shot. He cannot protect. And we go Icy Wind. So Misdreavus is Bright Powder in this game, so that's a little scary. We need to connect on the Misdreavus. And I'm also praying. Oh my gosh, I think I just messed up. Did I? Oh no. Oh, I just fucked up. I fucked up, I think. Articuno's faster than Moltres. Okay. Okay. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. I think. That kind of messes with my idea, I think. Gosh, I didn't even think about that. Okay, so Misdreavus is gonna go Mystical Fire and Articuno, ideally. So then Articuno, I can Icy Wind anyway to drop Misdreavus' attack or speed, sorry. Or I could Ice Beam into that slot. Ice Beam is gonna do about half, roughly. Yo, Jordan, what up? With the type of trainer that I am, I would dominate you. I doubt it. Seriously doubt it. Well, I know I'm always flamethrowing that slot. Question is, what am I doing with Articuno now? I think I just Ice Beam. We get a freeze that's massive. There's Mystical Fire. No crits. Okay, 35%. There's Ice Beam. Oh, a freeze would be massive here. Okay. So Flamethrower should always one-shot. Now, I'm praying this is Absol. I do not want to see Azumarill. That is what I do not want to see is Azumarill here. That's good. That's decent for me. That's decent. Okay, that's fine. I think. Okay, Moltres has a higher special defense. No, he does not. Articuno does by a lot. Okay, so we're probably going to see a Thunderbolt here from the Ampharos. Into... Well, actually, it's probably still going to Thunderbolt into the Articuno slot, right? Because it's... weaker? I'm sorry, I'm going to run a calc real quick, just to see. So, Ampharos Thunderbolt does 70 to 82%. So, yeah, it's a guaranteed KO. Misdreavus is going to Mystical Fire again into Articuno. We have to dodge a crit. Gonna take a shower, hop back on. Okay, sounds good, Jordan. Okay. So Misdreavus is always gonna Mystical Fire into Articuno, and I believe Ampharos will always Thunderbolt into Articuno. I guess he could Thunderbolt into Moltres. Articuno one-shots Ampharos with Ice Beam like 90% of the time. It might be closer to 95%. I have no choice but to hope for a not crit here. There's no other play. Without losing a bunch of momentum that I don't want to lose. So Reflect won't help here. I kind of want a Flamethrower into Ampharos as well as Ice Beam. Just in case. Or okay. I am gonna go Flamethrower into, well, Ampharos could protect this turn, right? So doubling that slot would guarantee a fat L, I think. Let's say I Ice Beam into Ampharos for the one shot, and I also Flamethrower into Misdreavus for the one shot, or for the knockout, right? So he has a Azumarill, Meganium, and Absol in the back. Absol outspeeds, the other two do not. Actually, Meganium does outspeed, but it's not really threatening Moltres at all. Neither does Absol. The only thing that threatens Moltres is Azumarill, obviously. Do have Wheezing. I think I go for the double knockout here. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, Ian, what do you think? Do I go for the double knockout or do I double into Ampharos? No, I can't double into Ampharos because what if it protects here? I can't do that. I can't do that. We need a huge, huge Ice Beam here. We need a huge Ice Beam one shot. This is massive. Oh my god. Oh, that's not good. We didn't get the high roll. And we didn't knock out Misdreavus either. That Articuno gone. Okay. Oh, okay. That sucks, but... Oh... It's tough. That's unfortunate for us. Okay, well, at least we didn't get hit by Bright Powder. Dodge by Brad Powder. Absol maybe? No, there's the Azumarill. Okay. There's Flamethrower. Okay. This we want to see Meganium here, I think. Okay. Okay. Well, this is not a favorable position, I will say. Let me see how much Moltres takes from Waterfall with Reflect Up. See if this is worth going for. Okay, it does about half. I mean, over half. 55 to 65%. It's not a one-shot. It's not a one-shot without Reflect, but we want Reflect, obviously, I think. I also want to look at Absol and see how much it does to Bayonet with Reflect Up. It's about the same. It's a little less than Waterfall does there. Okay. Okay. Everybody outspeeds Azumarill, I believe, except for Credilli. Okay. I wish we would have one-shot that stupid Ampharos. Okay. I think we have to stay in to go for Reflect here. And we protect Bayonet here. I think it's gonna be Night Slash here, Waterfall in the other slot. Yep. Okay. Waterfall. Okay. So, what I'm gonna do here, I'm swapping Moltres out into Wheezing. And we're gonna go for a Body Slam on Absol here. Hopefully we get the paralysis. That would be massive. No crit, please. Oh, he went into Wheezing with it. Okay. That's optimal. Big damage. Yes! Let's go, Wheezing! You're a beast! With Reflect, Wheezing is eating that. Alright, so Azumarill may target down Bayonet here, ideally. Since Wheezing's defense is so good, we're going to Sludge Bomb Azumarill, and we're going to knock out this son of a bitch. Absol. Alright, Sludge Bomb should do about 65% to Azumarill here. Meganium comes in. It should be close to... it'll be about 80% Sludge Bomb on that too. About 70%, I think. 85. Okay. So that, yeah, it's probably into Bayonet. No crit. Excellent. Okay. So, right here, we always Sludge Bomb Azumarill here because it's the bigger threat. We swap out Bayonet into Ariados. All Meganium can do is Draining Kiss, Grass Whistle, Leech Seed, or Giga Drain. So, we go to Ariados here. Azumarill may go Aqua Jet here if it knows it's going to faint. I don't know if it does that unless it sees a kill. Meganium goes for Leech Seed. Okay, connects. Fine. Sludge Bomb KOs Azumarill. Next turn, Poison Jab plus Sludge Bomb will KO. Meganium cannot go for Protect. It'll probably Leech Seed Wheezing, but that is just fine. With Draining Kiss, okay. Fine. Resist. And that is Venus, taken down. I really hate we lost Articuno to that roll, but I mean, one death isn't awful. I just really hate that Articuno went down, but I mean, he was kind of like in the line of fire the most. Oh, all in all, wasn't that bad. GG Venus. Now get the hell out of here. Get out of my sight. Okay, unfortunately that is Articuno gone. So deaths have increased to 19 deaths. I'm sure that will not be the last. Articuno, your service is very, very much appreciated. It's kind of my fault that I thought I didn't even think about Articuno outspeeding Moltres. That's all on me. To be fair, I did make that plan before I EV trained Articuno, so at the time it was slower. So, yeah. My fault, but at the same time, oh well. But, GG Venus. Articuno, you were a great one. Join your fallen comrades. And here's what we've got left, everybody. These are our options for the Ian fight. I do have a pretty good plan for him. We can talk about it a little bit. Go over it. So, I'm gonna buy. I like to reset, go back to Agate Village. You know. I got that. Get back in the frame of mind. But that's another boss that we beat, so I'm happy. All in all, I'm happy with that. Could have been worse. So now we have one of the arguably the harder battles in the game, the Ian number 2 to prep for. And unless y'all want to sit here and talk through it with me, we don't have to. I can prep for this battle off stream. There are some things like the Colosseum battles in Phoenix to get like Giga Drain and stuff. Those would be nice to get, but I can't do it before Ian because everybody's at 53. but I may do that if we survive Ian. I may do that just to get those TMs before we head on to like Dunzap in the finale, if it's warranted. Yeah. So the plan right now is Porygon 2 is the main man, right? So Porygon 2, whenever you catch him, he has Discharge, right? And if you watch the playback from when we faced Ian the first time, Discharge was crucial to knocking out Pelipper, right? Like turn 1. That's the plan again. Last time we used a Magnet. I don't know if we need Magnet to secure that knockout. I hope not, because I kind of want to run Leftovers. And I also want to run Calm Mind on Porygon 2. So the idea is to have Porygon 2 on one side with its high natural defenses. Ian should ignore it for the most part. Discharge bypasses the Lightning Rod from Sceptile and Manectric. So then I can freely go Discharge, like alternate Discharge, Tri-Attack, Discharge Discharge Recover, Discharge Calm Mind, etc. While my teammate is either rotating in and out, attacking, or protecting on the Discharge turns. Calm Mind just makes him more bulky overall. Because Ian has 4 special attackers and 2 physical attackers. His only 2 physical attackers are Gyarados and Sceptile. He has an Omastar, who is Swift Swim, I believe. It's special, Manectric, Pelipper, and Crobat, who is special in this game. I can look at the moves they have. In the battles that I was watching online, I didn't think Pelipper had Weather Ball anymore, but I know he had it to begin with. Yeah, so Pelipper does not have Weather Ball anymore, which is actually massive, because Weather Ball is super strong. He has Hydro Pump, Hurricane, Protect, and Roost, so with Sharp Beak. That's actually pretty nice, because I think he had Mystic Water last time. But yeah, I'm going to run the Calcs, but I believe he should be a one-shot with Discharge. And I want to run. I would ideally want to run Leftovers just for the longevity, even though we have Recover. Let's see. I believe from looking at his videos, looking at the videos of the matchup, he usually leads Pelipper plus either Sceptile or Pelipper plus Manectric. Now, Sceptile is Dragon in this game. It's Dragon and Grass. Has Dragon Claw, Leaf Blade, Earthquake, Iron Tail. I believe we can get a one-shot on him with Ice Shard from Tino Milk just followed. Thank you very much, Milk. I really do appreciate the follow, man. I really do appreciate the follow. Thank you for stopping by the stream. But yeah, so I think a Never Melt Ice Shard from Sneasel might get the one shot with on the Sceptile, which would be massive. Because if we're getting Calm Minds up with Porygon 2, then really the only threat is physical attackers at that point. Our Zapdos does have Light Screen, but we can also run a different Light Screen user just to bulk up more. Tino makes it all good, enjoying the stream. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Appreciate that a lot. So yeah, we're definitely leading Porygon 2 here. Now the calcs that I run are gonna determine what else we do in the battle. If you want, I can actually pull up the calc on stream and we can look at Sceptile real quick. If you watched my other streams, you'll know that I run a calc for every Pokemon on their team, and usually I keep track of the calc so I know, but I'm getting pretty good at remembering what they are. So we'll run Sceptile. It's gonna be level 53. Use Grass Dragon, which helps us in this situation. He's gonna have 70 EVs and everything. He is adamant nature. Ability. So, of course, you all know that this game changes abilities and things. Oh, it has lightning rod. What am I saying? I know what it has. The item, it has a dragon fang. So, I actually don't mind that. I don't think he'll be clicking that often. So, dragon claw, earthquake. I do think it inclines to go earthquake quite a bit. Beside Pelipper, Gyarados, Crobat. His Gyarados also has earthquake, by the way. Manectric has protect. Omastar, I think, has protect, but we'll look at that too. Now we look at the stat changes. There's a gnat. I didn't get it. Oh, on my monitor. Yeah, I got it. So, stat changes, you always look at this because I think every Pokemon in the game, stats are adjusted. So, Sceptile, the only change is its special attack, which is wonderful for us because that doesn't apply in this battle. So, our Sneasel's stuff is changed. So, we'll take a look at Sneasel as well. It'll be 53. We'll look at his stats here in a second, but I think they made a mistake and one of these stats isn't changed. According to my Sneasel, in game, it just doesn't match up very well. But we'll take a look here. We actually outspeed Sceptile with Sneasel, which is interesting. When I ran the calculator today, I assumed it was Jolly Sceptile, so that's why. The only problem with this strategy is we're kind of leaving Sneasel out to dry against like Pelipper's Hydro Pump or Hurricane, but we may have to take that risk anyway. So yes, as you can see, Ice Shard is a guaranteed one shot with 0 attack, which we have more than 0 attack. Let's pull up our Sneasel in game. So here is our Sneasel, 150 HP. See how they said they buffed his HP, but I know that's not true. That is not accurate. But, oh well. Not like it matters too much, as long as we just know what our stats are, right? And our speed is only 153. That's what I'm saying. I don't think they buffed our stats. Or our Sneasel isn't 31 IVs, and it should be, because I've done the EV training on it, so it does not outspeed that Sceptile with our. I don't know why our stats are so terrible, but they are. Anyway, we still one shot at our attack, so that's good. One thing we will have to look at is it worth leading him against the Sceptile Pelipper lead? We could also, turn 1, fake out Pelipper, ignore Sceptile and go for Calm Mind. And then turn 2, maybe protect Sneasel, discharge. But anyway, I think in that situation, we're kind of just sacrificing Sneasel, and I don't really want to sack him, if possible. But with Articuno going down, that removes a ice type mon that we could have used. We do have Altaria, which would be really decent. The only problem with bringing Altaria, and this game is Dragon Fairy, by the way, is I don't want the AI to be deterred from hitting the opposite slot. Like, I want it to attack into, like, the Altaria slot, for instance. I do not want it to attack into Porygon 2. I want to deter it as much as possible from doing that. That being said, Altaria is pretty decent. I believe it would probably... I could give it Ice Beam, I think, over Dragon Pulse to one-shot Sceptile. I could also remove Dragon Dance for something else if I wanted to. So, that's an option as well. I think Pelipper would still be inclined to go for Hurricane with Sharpbeak in that slot. Right? I don't know. What does chat think? What do you all think about? Like, this is who I have available to me, right? Ian's team is, like I said, it's Lightning Rod Sceptile, Lightning Rod Manectric, Pelipper, Swift Swim, Omastar, Gyarados with Intimidate, and Crobat with Inner Focus, I think. And ideally he leads, I think it's always Sceptile plus Pelipper. Those are like the options, right? Obviously, maybe turn 1, I mean, I could lead like Corsola. If I were to lead Corsola, Porygon 2, turn 1, I protect Corsola, go for Discharge, knock out Pelipper. He would probably double into that slot, but what's Corsola's special defense? It's 140. And Porygon's is 143. Okay. So, only problem is he would go Hydro Pump into Corsola, right? Yeah. Because it's neutral. He should anyway. So that would obviously bait the Leaf Blade into that slot. Turn 2, though, I would have to switch out something else that is willing to take a Hydro Pump plus Leaf Blade combination. And that would probably be what, Altaria? Huh. That would actually work pretty well, wouldn't it? Interesting. That'd work decent. Yeah, because turn 2, you swap out Corsola into Altaria. That baits the Leaf Blade into Altaria, which it resists, and it baits the Hydro Pump into Altaria, which it resists. Porygon 2 gets a free Calm Mind up out of that situation. Oh, no. What am I saying? Pelipper's gone. Pelipper's gone at this point. Because Discharge knocks out Pelipper, does a little bit of chip to Sceptile when they attack into Corsola Protect. And then it's up to whatever he switches in. I think he'd either switch in Gyarados. I don't think he'd switch in Manectric. I think it'd be Gyarados or Omastar. Let me see what Omastar has. I think it has Power Gem, Hydro Pump, or Scald, and Ice Beam, maybe? Let's see what he has. So here's the text file. Here is his team right here. So, let me bring this up here. The Crobat has a Lechi Berry, which, doesn't that give you PP back, I think? So it's Adamant, Brave Bird. Ooh, it's physical now. So it was special the first time, now it's physical. So it has Brave Bird, Poison Fang, Rain Dance, and Roost. So Corsola does really well against Crobat as well. It resists both. Interesting. It also has Rain Dance in case you Sunny Day or something funny. We've already looked at Pelipper. Manectric has Thunder, Flamethrower, Substitute, and Protect. So obviously you have to watch out for Thunder. It's a Magnet boosted Thunder too, which is kind of scary. We don't have any ground types anymore. Obviously Altaria resists it. Just solid. But you can always get paralyzed, I guess. The Gyarados, I know it has Earthquake, Waterfall, Bounce. Has Bounce. Interesting. That's probably not that much of a threat because we can protect on the bounce turns. And it has Dragon Dance. Now that is scary with Lumberry. I believe at 2 Calm Minds we should be able to one-shot Gyarados with Discharge. So that might be a priority. I already said Sceptile's Iron Tail, Earthquake, Dragon Claw, Leaf Blade. And Omastar has Power Gem, Surf. That's interesting. Ice Beam and Substitute with Mystic Water. So I feel like the AI in this game, from what I've witnessed playing it, it does not usually like to go for spread moves if it hits its own teammate. It'll try to protect, right? If it can. But that is a little bit concerning, maybe. Because that's he can target both my Pokemon with that move. Now with Altaria, obviously he's just gonna go Ice Beam in that slot. Right? Okay. Light Screen would be really, really good, or Reflect. Probably Light Screen, I think. But I kind of like the path that we're on here, right? Like you have Porygon 2 with leftovers, try attack, discharge, recover, Calm Mind. I think I'm going to drop Protect or Calm Mind here. I think maybe leading off Corsola. Just because Corsola is actually solid against... It's good against Crobat. It baits the Leaf Blade is the thing. I mean, but I guess a lot of Pokemon would bait an attack, right? Like Espeon would bait an attack just as well. Like it would probably bait Dragon Claw, maybe. I've also got Misdreavus, which could one-shot Sceptile with Moonblast, probably. If not, it would come close. It's got decent special defense. I could drop Will-O-Wisp for Icy Wind. Potentially. There's a few options I have here. Obviously, I have Zapdos, which it doesn't really appreciate the Power Gem from Omastar. Does have Light Screen. I'd obviously get rid of Rain Dance, probably for Protect. I do like Altaria, I think. I do like that. I wish Gardevoir was faster, it's just not. And his defense is kind of right? Kingdra would probably get destroyed by Dragon Claw. And doesn't have Swift Swim. If it had Swift Swim, that'd be a whole different story. I thought about obviously having Credillia in the back. It's just solid in general with its bulk. And it resists Manectric completely. I think Cordelia is definitely going to be a bring. It's not going to be a lead, but he'll definitely be brought to the battle, right? So, put that there, put that there. Let me pull out Altaria and just see what it can learn. I think Articuno would have been really solid for this battle, I think. If he could have lived, I think it would have been really good. Okay. So obviously Ice Beam would be good for knocking out Sceptile. It can learn Ice Beam. That's positive. Can it learn Light Screen or Reflect? Cannot learn Light Screen. I don't think it learns Scald. Thunderbolt doesn't really help us because of Manectric and Sceptile. I know it gets Earthquake, but that doesn't help. He has 3 ground resist on his team. And Porygon 2 can't protect. Can you learn Reflect? No, so you can't do anything. Okay, great. You could learn Dazzling Gleam for spread. That's not bad. Would Dazzling Gleam be more beneficial than Moonblast? I wonder. I think I'm obviously going to take off Dragon Dance. Bulldoze does not hear teammates. Wouldn't be... Oh, my back. What about Icy Wind? Oh, okay. So it's Ice Beam or Dazzling Gleam for Altaria. Okay. Okay. I could run a calc and see. Let's run the calc on Sceptile. What do you think? And see about our Altaria. I don't know if its stats got changed. I think they did a little bit, but not by much. Altaria's Gen 3, right? So there's your changes. So HP did not get changed. Attack did, doesn't really affect us. Defense apparently went to 105, that's good. So attack went to 95, that's good. And Spadef went to 100, which it's at 105, so 100. Must have got buffed in later gens, okay. Let's take a look at our Altaria real quick. And see how they stack up. So... I definitely did his defense wrong. I don't know if I buffed his HP or not. I think I did. I think it's just... Oh, maybe I didn't actually. I don't think I buffed him like I should have. I don't think I have EV trained our good boy right here. Yeah, I definitely have not. But anyway, let's just do this. Okay, so Ice Beam, I'll do Ice Beam, I'll do Dazzling Gleam, and I'll do Moonblast just to see what the differences are, okay? So, there's your calcs right there. Ice Beam is doing 88 to 106, so with the Lightning Rod chip that we would do, I'm assuming that would one-shot Ice Beam would one-shot, because Lightning Rod, I know it's 4 times resist. The Discharge should do at least, what, 8%? So it would be super, super close. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't change this to Fairy. So yeah, there's Fairy. Now, of course, that's... I think I would want to run, like, Leftovers on Altaria over, like, a Nevermelt Ice. But you can see... Oh, and we have Levitate, too, so... That's kind of funny. That's what he could do to us. Altaria. And the only reason that that's a bad thing is because it would incentivize Sceptile to attack Porygon too, right? And that's something that we obviously do not want. But yeah, that's what would happen. So not bad. Not bad at all. I think that's what we... You all agree? I'm pretty sure Altaria is going to be brought here. I feel like it's pretty good. We just gotta nail down what moves we want. But I think it's solid. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and level it up to. Go ahead and give it the Leftovers, because we might run 5 Leftovers this game, to be honest. This battle. Level up 1 time. Okay. Outrage. No, thank you. Now let's go see if we can EV train it. I may not have done that. I don't think I did earlier. So let's give it a whole whirly pearl. I'm just withdrawing these so I can sell them. We do have a white herb in our PC box. If we ever need it, we may need it for NASCAR or whatever the big boss name is. But I've just been saving it for a rainy day. I guess I didn't need these. Okay. Let's see. Let's go ahead and EV train our old Altaria, if I haven't already done so. I don't think I have. Yeah, but I think Altaria is actually really decent. It's immune to Earthquake and resist water and electric. Really good. Okay. Nice. Okay, so I don't think we have. Just a bunch of clicking A, but I hope everybody's having a good night, had a good day, good Wednesday. I know you can EV train and stuff at the Mount Battle, but I feel like this is just so much easier. And I don't care that much to go like 252, 252, 4. I just want to split it out and get it over with. It's worked out so far, so we're gonna keep the formula. This might actually change the calc, because I didn't EV train him. So we'll look at the stats and see if it changed the calc on the Ice Beam one shot. I think it does by a lot. At this point, Moonblast might be enough to knock out. If it is, we won't even bother putting Ice Beam on there. Right? I really wish Altaria could learn Light Screen or Reflect. Like, that would be so much better. And it can't learn Calm Mind either. I've tried that. Okay. Yeah, let's take a look at her stats. His stats now. And see how they stack up. Now he's up to 140 special defense, 145 defense. Bulky. Really bulky. Okay. So special attack is up to 135. Doesn't change that drastically with there. But that's fine. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm on the wrong thing. It does change it drastically. 98%. Yeah, it's going to guarantee one shot. Always. I mean, with the discharge chip, obviously. There's one drive. Get out of here. Lord have mercy. Look at this. That's the only thing Sceptile can do to Altaria. Is that? That's hilarious. A crit would only do 20. And with leftovers, it would literally be impossible. Oh, that's with Reflect up. I'm sorry. That had Reflect. Oh, actually doing this. With leftovers, it's a possible 9-hit KO after leftovers. That's funny. Now, obviously, we don't... Like I've said before, it's going to incentivize it to attack our Porygon 2, which we don't really want. But... what are you gonna do, right? So let's take a look at what else we got. I feel like Light Screen and Reflect are kind of necessary to deal with, just to give Porygon 2 the longevity it needs to take care of everything on the field. Especially Reflect. Problem is, we don't have a lot of bulky Pokemon that can use those moves. Right? How fast is our SP? Not fast enough. I hate to get rid of any move on Umbreon though. I like that move set. I've always liked it. I'm definitely not bringing Moltres. That would just be redonkulous. I mean, I guess Zapdos is on the block. It's immune to Earthquake. Like I said before, it's weak to Power Gym. Of course, you're not gonna be good against everything, I guess. Are you? What about Wheezing? Look at Weezing's defense. That's absurd. That's absurd. Can you learn Reflect, sir? Of course you can't. Why would you? Oh, Articuno would be so good. Alright, will get one shot by Hurricane. That wouldn't even be funny to watch. Be downright sad, wouldn't it? Okay. The best lead here. We know Altaria is really good switch. We know Credilli is really good with dealing like with Manectric and a lot of stuff in the back. Right. Okay. Okay. Alright, whatever, Jordan. You're a Pokemon champion. Did you finally beat Violet? He's a Pokemon master. What about Misdreavus? What about Misdreavus? Are you good for anything? Besides wasting my time? Nah, I still gotta repeat the Gyms Academy tourney something. Oh, gotcha. Zapdos, can you learn Reflect for me? You can. Yo, Baja, what up? You doing okay today? Any updates to the rip box? Actually, there's a few. We've actually done pretty well. I mean, we kind of just had like one that I wish didn't happen against Venus, but not too bad. Where were we since you left? I think, yeah, so 3. We lost Hitmontop and Piloswine to Dacom, number 2. Ninetales, when did we lose Ninetales? We lost Ninetales against Ian the first time. I mean, Ninetales destroyed Ian, like it was phenomenal. It did so well. And then we just lost Articuno. Honestly, we lost Articuno to a bad roll, like a low damage roll. That kind of sucked, I'm not gonna lie. But all in all, not too shabby. Not too shabby. So with Zapdos here, I was watching one of your videos praising my boy Scizor. Oh, Scizor has been a beast. Every time I brought him, he has not let me down. Even with his modest nature, he has yet to let me down. Okay, so what if we lead Zapdos plus P2. Turn 1. Turn 1, he should steal like Dragon Claw, Hydro Pump, right? Which is a little scary. So then we just... if he goes Dragon Claw, Hydro Pump, turn 1, we protect Zapdos, Discharge. Right? It doesn't really work, does it? I can't get Reflect up. With Zapdos, anyway. Then turn 2, we would have to switch out Zapdos into something to take the Dragon Claw. And if it was Omastar, the incoming Power Gem. Which, I mean, Altaria would still probably take that pretty well, right? And then he would go Ice Beam, Altaria. He would Ice Beam, Altaria, probably Leaf Blade, Porygon too, right? I have a bunch, like... There is a map in our Pokemon, right? There's a pathway. I can see it. I just gotta nail down the pieces, right? There's a definitive path here. I know it. Just gotta put the pieces in order. Wait, I think it can learn Calm Mind, I'm pretty sure. It can't even learn Calm Mind? My whole strategy's gone. Oh no. That's not good. No bueno. Yikes. That's not good. Okay, Mayday. Mayday. Okay, so new plan. Just disregard everything I've said the past like 30 minutes. Because clearly I don't know what I'm talking about. So what we'll be doing is alternating between Discharge and Try Attack on the opposite slot. Is what we want to do. Right? That's ideal. Do I have anything that resists Power Gem from Omastar? No. I do not. Obviously, I have Umbreon, who just takes everything like a champion. I mean, Gardevoir is really bulky special-wise. And it's crazy strong. Well, you know what? If that's the case... Turn 1... Turn 1, I could protect Porygon 2 and just go Ice Beam onto Sceptile for the one shot. Because Pelipper would probably go for Hurricane into Altaria. And in this game, Hurricane can never cause confusion. So that's not a worry for us. I'd have to see how much damage that does. We do have leftovers, which is decent. Sceptile would probably go Leaf Blade there into our Porygon 2, which we would protect, obviously. So that knocks out Sceptile. Turn 2, I think he'd probably bring in Manectric. But then we would just discharge the next turn. Okay. Okay, what we're going to do here, is we're going to set up all the Pokemon on his team in the damage calc, okay? And then I'm going to write down all of their speeds so I know what we're dealing with speed tier-wise, okay? So we know the Sceptile is 157 speed. I have a Google Doc that I'm using, which I will show you all in a moment. So, Sceptile, Pelipper, Manectric, Crobat. He has a very fast team. So we probably won't outspeed unless we go with some Icy Wind or something. But Gyarados, here's how you spell it. And Omastar. Now Omastar is gonna have Swift Swim. Certain of it. We'll double check. Okay. So we'll bring up his next Pokemon, which we'll do Pelipper next. We've lost Pokemon to level 53. Got 70 EVs and everything. It's modest nature. It is Sharp Beak. It has Hydro Pump. It's got Hurricane. I heard something. Notification. Skater Boy Chris with the follow. I appreciate that very much, Chris. Yo, how's Nuzlocke going? It's going really well. This is our fourth attempt, fourth run. We are prepping for the Ian #2 battle, which I think will be the hardest one yet. And then we just have, I think we get to catch a Shadow Heracross. And then we face Gonzap. Catch his Shadow Flygon, I think it is. And then we've got the final Colosseum battle against Nascor and whatever that Evice, is that his name or something? So yeah, that's where we stand right now. We're just doing some prep on Ian's team. We want to make sure that we are fully prepared for this. So let's look at the stat changes for Pelipper. I do believe Pelipper got quite a few buffs. So his HP is 70. Regular defense went to 110. And special attack went to 95, which is already 95, so that's good. Okay. So there's that. Okay, all that's fine. Next, we will go ahead and do Omastar. Definitely not 252. Be a little sketchy, wouldn't it? Let's see if Omastar got any stat changes. It did. HP got buffed to 90. That's never good. That's the only change. Let's look at abilities for Omastar. Like I said, I'm almost 1,000,000% sure this is going to be Swift Swim. It can be Shell Armor, but I know it's not going to be Shell Armor. It's going to be Swift Swim here. Now let's see what nature his is. Modest nature. Okay. So Swift Swim is going to put him at what, 176 speed? So that's kind of scary. Even with an Icy Wind or a Bulldoze drop, that only put him down to like what, 130 something. He does carry the Mystic Water item. And he has Surf, Ice Beam, Power Gem. He has Substitute as his last move. I mean, it will be raining the whole time, so there's that. Alright, now we'll do Magnetric. Magnetric got a pretty substantial buff in this game, if I do recall. But his Magnetric is Modest Nature with Thunder and Flamethrower. And the Magnet, so this Magnetric is going to be throwing out some haymakers with Thunder. We'll just say that. It won't be fun to play against. And like mono weather teams, just in this Nuzlocke in general, have proven to be very difficult to go up against, and I think that was the point when the developers made them that way. Let's check Magnetric out. There it is, yeah. So his special attack goes up to 115. His speed goes to 115. His defense and special defense go to 80, so as you can see, he got a pretty good buff. A little frustrating. Alright, two more. We'll go with the Gyarados next. Now, as you all know, Gyarados is just a good Pokemon overall. And odds are it probably got even better. Actually, Gyarados did not get a buff at all. That's good for us. Really good for us. I don't remember if I changed the EVs on this Pokemon, but we'll do it a little bit. It's Lumberry, it's Jolly Nature. Okay, so burning it is probably not going to be on the cards for us. And the fact that it has Dragon Dance is a little scary. It's a lot more than a little scary. It is scary. I should say that. It is scary. Am I missing a calc somewhere? Oh, yeah, okay. Last but not least, we have his trusty Crobat, who is physical this time. Mind you. Has a Lechi Berry, Adamant Nature. It has Poison Fang. And Brave Bird, which is really scary. Brave Bird is really strong. Okay, let's take a look at the stat changes real quick, if there are any, for Crobat. I want to say something got buffed. I think it was a special attack, though, so it might not apply in this battle. Crobat is Gen 2, right? I don't see anything. I thought it got a stat change, though. No? Apparently it did not. That doesn't seem right, but okay. Okay. I mean, I guess who am I to argue, right? I'm gonna go play Shield before I do the Academy Ace tourney on Violet. I think that's fine. I don't see a problem with that. Alright, let's put that back over there. Now we can analyze our speed tiers. Here's my Google Sheet. So Pelipper is sitting at a 99 speed, which is actually isn't that fast. That's good. Still faster than Porygon 2, though. Omastar is sitting at 88 speed, which we'll go ahead and put that 176 because of Rain Dance, or Swift Swim. Manectric is at 152. Gyarados is at 127. And Crobat is at 168. So as you can see, his team is very fast. Very fast. Okay. And we are clearly going to go with P2. I think we're definitely going to go with Altaria. One thing with Altaria we have to be mindful of is the Crobat. We're probably going to go with Cradily here. I don't see why not. Yeah, I think we'll go Cradily here. So let's look at their speeds. Porygon 2 is like 80 something. He's 87. I know he's only 52, but I won't change that much. I'll just say he's like 88, 89. Altaria is 130, so Altaria outspeeds Gyarados and Pelipper. Not bad. And Cradily is 80 speed. That is pitiful. But what are you gonna do, right? We don't have anything that outspeeds. I don't even think we have anything that outspeeds Manectric. Other than maybe Arcanine? Not even Arcanine. Oh, no, he does by 1 point. But we're definitely not bringing Arcanine to this battle. That would be frivolous. Is frivolous the right word there? Be something, wouldn't it? It would be something indeed. Chat, I am open to ideas. If anyone wants to throw one in my face, I'm accepting offers on what to do here. I mean, definitely want to lead Porygon 2, but I still think setting up with Porygon 2 is the best play. Okay. Hear me out here. Hear me out here. What if we lead super slow, right? We lead Porygon 2 plus Cradily. Okay. Imagine this. We lead off P2 Cradily. Let me look at their stats. I know P2's bulkier, I believe. So he's 138, 143. He's 137, 148. Huh. Hmm. We're gonna choose 179 HP. Yeah. That would make Pelipper attack into Porygon 2, right? Turn 1. You'd have no incentive to attack into Credilli either. I think they'd probably double into Porygon 2 in that case, so that's not a good plan. I wish I wouldn't have gotten rid of Nasty Plot on Porygon 2. There's not a move relearner in this game either, is there? I don't think so. Okay, what if we go back to our Sneasel plan? I mean, I don't see Sneasel living a... I don't see Sneasel living a, Hurricane. Now, what if it could live a Power Gym? Right? So turn one, we... Okay, I would have to drop a move for Protect. Right? If this was gonna work. What move would we drop? I don't want to get rid of Fake Out. We could Fake Out turn 1, right? On Pelipper. That would mean Sceptile would probably go for a Dragon Claw into Sneasel. Or something. Which would be risking crit. But that would give us a free Calm Mind boost. Which we could protect the following turn. But then that would guarantee Sneasel would faint, right? He would always faint in that situation. But we basically have to sack. And I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Okay, that's not an option, unfortunately. Not for what I want to do here. Now, Zapdos would outspeed Pelipper. I could run Light Screen and... No, I'd have to get rid of one of the two. Oh, Blastoise would be so good in this battle. only I had him on my team. You know what I could do? Theoretically speaking. I could lead off with Wheezing or Mischievous and go for the burn on Sceptile. Okay? If I burn Sceptile, then it can't really do anything. And I could just leave it. Like, just totally ignore it for the most part. And just target down the partner Pokemon that keeps coming in. Right? Of course, that relies on hitting a Will-O-Wisp, but it's 85%. I mean, that might be as good of a play as any. Right? Especially if I could get a light screen up somehow. I think we already confirmed Mischievous can't learn screen, though. Neither can Wheezing. I do have the TM for Will-O-Wisp, though. I'd have to give it to Arcanine, though. Which he would just be dead weight. Wouldn't he? Hmm. Oh, Terry, can it learn? Could it learn Will-O-Wisp? I don't think so, but it's worth checking, I think. Worth checking. Too good to be true, wasn't it? Hmm. I've already confirmed Porygon 2 can't learn Calm Mind, so if I mention that again, I'm just dumb. I think I may have said that again earlier. Let me see if Porygon 2 even knocks out Pelipper with Discharge without Magnet. Or how close it would be. I'm going to go ahead and level up Porygon 2 just to get him to where he needs to be. Okay. He is quiet nature. I believe got buffs and everything. Defense is a little bit higher. Okay. Discharge is 96 to 113. (96 to 113), so it is a 68% chance to one-shot. I feel like that's good enough odds, right? To not run Magnet, like to use Leftovers instead. So I feel like Leftovers is more beneficial in the long run of the battle. So yeah, I think... Oh, we need to take the Silk Scarf off as well. Okay, get you back over here as a placeholder. Lord knows you ain't doing nothing useful. Okay, so what if I don't worry about setting up? Because obviously I can't set up with P2, so that doesn't help me at all. What if I just go turn 1? Obviously Porygon 2 is there, but we just go on the offensive, right? What if I lead Altaria, Porygon 2, right? Turn 1, I don't protect Altaria. I go Ice Beam Sceptile, because Sceptile should always go for like Dragon Claw or Leaf Blade into Porygon 2. And Altaria, I think, would always go for like Hurricane. Actually, it might go Hydro Pump into Porygon 2 if that's the case, right? It might go for that. That'd be a double up into Porygon 2. I just go Sneasel. I'd have to protect Sneasel turn 1. But that's doable, right? Okay, so how much does Sneasel take from Omastar Power Gem? That's what I need to know. I think it's a lot, because I think we're not a good nature for that either. Yeah, we're rash. Not Sneasler, Sneasel. Oh, we're goners. We're goners. There's no way we live it. Sneasel would be 100% toast against Omastar. What about against Pelipper? Would it be... Well... Would it be toast against Pelipper? Maybe not as bad. I mean, Hydro Pump is yeah. Yeah, Sneasel's getting cooked, I'm afraid. It's getting cooked. Yeah, that's not pretty. I don't think we can do that either. Gardevoir might be the play. Leaf Blade should only do about 42 to 50%. I wonder if we could live the double up from Omastar and Gardevoir would outspeed Pelipper, right? At 106? Okay, so she would outspeed. Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to knock it out before it would attack her, because that doesn't matter. So if she protected turn 1, they would double into Gardevoir. I think. 143 and 157. 140, yes. So they would double into Gardevoir, which I could discharge. Who would they bring in? Crobat? In that case? I mean, I don't know if I mean, the AI is going to send in somebody who sees a kill, right? So I don't know if they bring in Omastar at that point. I think they would probably bring in either Crobat or Gyarados, the physical attackers, which would be ideal because we still have Porygon 2 with Discharge out on the field. I could swap out Gardevoir into our Altaria. Our Weezing would be a great choice as well. Corsola would be solid. Actually, that wouldn't be solid because of the Leaf Blade from Sceptile. Umbreon. Okay, what if we did that? I mean, it doesn't really matter that Gardevoir doesn't outspeed at that point. I could swap in Credilli. Set up a Leech Seed. But like Weezing would be the more optimal choice, right? Probably. I'm leaning towards either leading off with Porygon 2 Gardevoir or Porygon 2 Weezing. We do not have a lot of options here. I'll be completely honest with everybody. I'm gonna have to think on this. I think gonna have to think on it because I don't know what I want to do. I thought Calm Mind was gonna work, but it clearly does not. I mean, Porygon 2 still does good damage. If Zapdos had Discharge still, that would be phenomenal, but it doesn't. It never had it. I could lead Umbreon, but Umbreon's so damn thick. It would attack into Porygon too, no question. Could I get a Dragon Dance up, Kingdra? I don't think so. Alright, everybody. I am going to do some theorying on this. This is a big battle, and I want to make sure I get it right. So I'm going to work on this off stream, I think. But I'll tweet when I go live again, so we can take on Ian. I don't know if it's going to be tomorrow. It might be Friday. I might wait and do it Friday, okay? But I appreciate everybody who stopped by, even for a little bit, and checked it out. I appreciate all the follows. Milk and Skaterboy Chris, I appreciate you two stopping by. And everybody else who stopped by as well. But, yep, I'm going to get cracking on this, and I'll talk to you guys later.